yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Like, I don't even know what to say. I mean, that was just. That was painful. I mean, yeah, that was just flat out painful. Just absolutely pathetic. Just, I don't even know. I mean, this this looked like a Mike Zimmer game, like a Mike Zimmer 2020-2021 style of game here, where the defense stepped up, stood on their head as much as they could, but the offense couldn't get it going enough. Even with Justin Jefferson going over 130 yards, even with Kirk Cousins still throwing for over 300 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Addison got his first touchdown of the day, which was always nice to see, get him up and going. Jefferson looked good. Madison had a good game himself, but it just all cascaded. That interception going into halftime when KJ Osborne clearly had the ball and it was just ripped away from him. I don't know what else to say. It's just a couple of bad plays here and there and a couple bad plays here and there. Like I say, the Vikings won most of these last year, but law of averages will say that more often than not, the Vikings won't be able to win the same way they did last year, nor should they. And on top of that, too, it wasn't even Baker Mayfield looked like Superman out there. He just made enough key plays at the end where they were able to impose enough will to get the job done. 20-17, Buccaneers win. The season opener of the 2023 Vikings is looking just defeated, deflated, and I don't even know what. I don't even know what. And oh, by the way, guess where we get to go on Thursday? Philadelphia. Yeah, there's a very, very good chance we're going 0-2 this week. And then we also get the Chargers in week 3. Now, is it just a bad game? Who knows? Is this the trend of the season? Again, who knows? But it's just so frustrating, just so agonizing, just so annoying. Because again, the Vikings didn't play any of their starters in preseason. Yeah, sure, it's one thing to say, oh, the practices look good, or oh, training camp looked good, or this or that or the other thing, but hello? I'm not saying you have to go out there and play everyone every game of preseason, but there's no such, there's no comparing live game action. I don't care. I really don't care because live game action is a lot different than practice. And this is the same excuse I've been hearing from this team over the past 2, 3, 4 freaking seasons. This team never changes. It never does. And I don't know where to fucking go from that. Again, what is up here? It just... Again, is this just a one-off thing? Very easily could be. But, again, what are we... Yeah. Again, you're not going to win a game -3. You're not going to win a game when you can't stop the offense. And you're definitely not going to win a game if your offense can't get moving. And it's not like the offense wasn't moving. Kirk had over 300 yards. That interception, you could put it on Kirk, but in my opinion, that was just the DB making a great play because it hit Osborne. He caught it, but the DB just yoinked it out of his hands. And at that point, I knew this was it. This game is not meant to be. Then from there, second half happens, and they have that freaking like 10-minute drive that resulted in a field goal, I believe. Anyway, regardless, it resulted in a score. And then, of course, during that time, too, there was a penalty by Jay Ward that would have resulted in a field goal chance for the Buccaneers, but instead they turned it into 7. By the way, did I mention we get to go to Philadelphia on Thursday? The reigning NFC champs. Oh, boy. But again, like I say, I can't say this season's over because I don't know. I mean, this could have just been a one-off game where, you get your ass handed to you or, you get humble pie fed to you and then the rest of the year you're fine. I mean, it's still a marathon here. It's still a marathon. I mean, we're still not out of it by any means here, but this is one of those games you have to win. You should win. Home opener. Bud Grant Memorial. Wearing these. I mean, come on. But hey, again, it is what it is. I will just say this, though. Get it together. Get it together. Do what you got to do. Push this game out of your memory. Move on to Thursday because, again, we get to travel to Philly, the reigning NFC champs. And if we fall behind 0-2, yeah, who knows? So, yeah, that flat out sucked, Vikings fans. That flat out sucked. But on to Philadelphia. I mean, that's all we can do is just get this out of our head, move on to the next game, and have a hell of a lot better showing. But again, Vikings, get it together. Games like this could very easily derail a locker room, derail a franchise, derail players and coaches. Everyone's got to come together, refocus. You got your asses handed to you. You lost. Move on. Let's not turn this into a toxic wasteland. But also, get it together.